Good morning, friends. Saturday. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. I tried so hard to block all the sunlight and I missed a spot. All right, let's see if I can get that last spot. It's that time of year. I don't want to complain because the sun is finally shining. So we're getting there. How's everybody doing this morning? If you're here, say hello. Let me know what's happening. Hi, Kathy. I'm just trying to piece some sun blockage. I literally have like 5 different things, folders, an invitation, a canvas, blocking all of the different light shining through. I think I got them all. Hi, Chris. Good morning. Hi, Madison. Hi, Corleen. How are you? It's been a while, friend. So today I am going to turn April's card sketch into a layout because this is like one of my favorite things to do. I don't know why. Me and Amy go back and forth on this a lot. I'm just going to pull up the sketch because blah, blah, blah. Home printer is shot, yada, yada. Nobody cares. Okay. So let me get rid of the glare. Can we do it? All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's the best I'm going to do. This is April's card sketch for the 24 cards in 2026 monthly challenge. It's in its own folder. I make the cover. Whoops. You can see right there. That's the folder you're looking for. And each month, me and Amy take turns making card sketches. You're encouraged to make 2 cards a month. There's a checklist in the file section. And we always put a printable version of the sketch each month too that I never print. But Amy usually shows that stuff. Anyway, oh, Corleen, it's so good to see you too. So before I dive into this, I thought I'd share a couple of things I've been working on. Spring break started at about 4:10 on Thursday, and learning that there's nothing more exciting than a teacher about to start a week off from school. So yeah, so I started Thursday night. I wanted to make my mom a Easter card. So this is an Easter card I made for my mom. I used distress inks in the background, some lunar paste. I was just Chris gets it, but Chris doesn't know what he's in for. So my other friends that are here, Chris is a coworker who, as of April 14th, is going to become my mentor. So everybody say some prayers for him. He's going to need them. Okay, so Easter card for my mom. And then I just started playing. So this is a Tim Holtz butterfly die. These are, I want to show you guys this because these are the Arden Studios stickers. I just recently got a box of new stuff from my little scrapbook store. So I was playing around. I've been playing around with a bunch of stuff. These are these stickers. And they're like, they say matte finish. They're like a vellum sticker, but becoming slightly obsessed with them because you can't even tell that's a sticker. Isn't that cool? And this is one I cut in half. That's another sticker. So I put them down and then I just kind of, hi, Catherine. Um, like I'll take even this, usually I just use this, like my tweezers, and I rub it and it's so smooth and you can see like I splattered on top of it, all the ink below it. I just thought that was really cool. Um, this is another page that I worked on. This is the 49 in Market and Sizzix Volkswagen. This one was really fun. There's like, I didn't realize I was not sure, so I watched a video that when Janine showed it all, and there's, like, so many different pieces that you can kinda do all fun stuff with that, so I had fun playing with that, and this right here, this is one of those, all and create. I'm not even really sure. Do we say all? Or do we say AAL? I'm gonna say all. Um, it's the window or the frame, whatever this is called. I don't know. Photo frame. But oh, look at that. It's called Skycross Paradise. Huh. I thought I was being so ingenious, making it look like like a city sky. Apparently, that's exactly what it was intended for. Anyway, I cut up the frame and layered all these little things to kind of make it look like a city skyline. This that's from there too. These trees are a Tim Holtz die. The butterflies are Tim Holtz. Yeah, so that's it. I've been playing around a lot. Pastes, ink, sprays, all the things. Using the supplies. Okay, so let's get on with it. Am I ready? Um, one thing I'm going to share with you is if you like to do anything, any kind of like mixed media, junk journaling, art journaling, card making, oh my gosh. No, not this one. This one. Get yourself a jar of this. Hi, Arlene. This is Simon Hurley's new Stellar paste, and it's called White Lie. It's white paste. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have now used this um, in a stencil, which I should have used pixie spray. I've used it. Oh, I'm showing you this upside down. Sorry. I've used it to splatter white. And then I've used it instead of paint with my finger and just smeared it on like paint with my finger. Um, I can't stop using it. I love it. So sharing that with you. It's just, I don't know, it's creamy. The coverage is great. I like to use, I'll try to use like white craft paint sometimes, but it kind of shows through and I don't like it. So anyway, that's my plug for that. I'm sure I'll squeak some in on this layout. Okay, so look at this picture. I'm guessing this is preschool days. I usually can tell by her hair. Her hair didn't really start growing until like the end of kindergarten. I wish I could call this mean mugging, but it's Lily. So, and this set has so many cool sayings and titles and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. Be bold, be brave, be you. But I also have this strip this is from the bottom of one of the pages. It says, walk with the confidence of someone who knows their worth. And that is like, that's so Lily. Like, Lily is just one of those people that walks around like she owns the world. Although we do call her Thumper because she's got a really heavy foot. She walks around the house. Sorry, I have to take a sip of coffee. One bad thing is my microphone's been broke. So I've been losing my voice. Anyway, these are the 49 in Market inks that go with this. Frosty Lavender Kisses, Fossil, Sangria, and Tranquil Waters. So we'll see which one of those we're going to use. And I pulled a couple of different papers. I want this one to be my base because, oh my God, look at that. It's gorgeous. I wanted to play with some irresistibles. If anybody doesn't know what irresistibles are, these are from 49 Market, and they've done some with Vicky Booten. There's rub-ons, and then there's these are like chipboard. So the rub-ons are basically like white rub-ons, but then you use ink over them. I'll show you. We'll use them on this somewhere. And then these are like all different chipboard pieces, and they have designs on them. So when you like rub the ink on them, designs show up. So we're definitely going to use some of these. I don't know which ones, but we'll figure it out. So I'm just going to grab a tray. Okay, now that I've been yapping away, what's going on with everybody else? How's everybody else doing? Is anybody having a crafty day? Um, like I said, I've been hanging down in the craft room pretty much since Thursday afternoon. In all fairness, I've kind of been going back and forth, um, doing some schoolwork stuff and homework, and all that kind of stuff. So, all right. So this is my picture of the crazy girl and I. Um, this is going to be in my base, like I said before. This one, and um, I love these. Oh my gosh, look at these papers. Okay, so I know what I wanted to tell you guys about these papers. So this is like normally something that, or a set, as far as content, this is a set that I probably would never give a glance to. When I say content, I mean, I'll show you some of the die cuts. It's like masquerade, champagne, instruments, old Victorian, I guess, with the furniture and that kind of stuff. So this is like very, um, I guess it's like shabby chic, little antique, not my usual content, subject matter. But the colors, these are my colors. These are like purples and turquoises. Oh my God, these are my colors. So I honestly didn't even pay attention to what this is the washi tape sheets. I didn't even pay attention to what was in the package because I didn't care. Because when I saw the colors, I was like, that's mine. I want to switch that because this one has a little bit of the purple in it. So actually, that's what I want to do. I have a couple of layouts that I've done with it already, just to show you real quick. But this has kind of been my MO as of late. I sort of get stuck on a collection and then I go through and make a bunch of layouts until it's tapped out. So here is one layout that I made. This is, I did do like a little stenciling up here, but this cracked background, like that's all. And then I was like, you know what? Who cares what these images are? Right? I was like, I don't care. I love these colors so much. And when I just started playing with all these different little pieces, these glass vases, and would I ever be looking for embellishments that are glass vases? No, of course not. I'm not a flowery kind of person, but yeah, it's gorgeous. And then this one, I love this. Like this, look at these laser cuts. That lattice is a laser cut. Isn't that gorgeous? This window, that's all on the paper. I added the piano because, I mean, why not? It was for dance. There was music, and I just thought that was so cool. So, yeah. Okay, enough about that. Let's get into the layout. Um, I have so many things here that I want to use. Sometimes it's a little bit easy to get overwhelmed. This is also something that I really love. On all, oh, thank you so much. On all of the papers, they have these sayings that you can cut off. This one says, "The most beautiful glow comes from the heart of happiness and self-acceptance." Amen. All right. So I think I want to start by matting my picture, and then we're gonna start cutting. So I had done this for one of those other layouts where I used a piece of this paper and then inked the edges with sangria. So this one is too small and I don't want to cut this photo down, but I'm going to do that same process. So let me get my trimmer out. I also got to grab some foam blend. I finally got smart and put, oh no, do I have no more big ones? I put all of my foam blending items into a pouch. Just checking. I need some big. How do I not have any left? That can't be possible. Sorry, guys. I think they just fell out of my pouch somewhere. All right, well, gonna have to use my little guys. All good. So I've talked about this before about these little tiny foam robbers. The thing I never knew I needed. Um, oh my gosh, this paper is so thick. I thought I had two pieces of paper. Uh, Michelle gave them out at the crop last October, and they were in the swag bag. And I was like, oh, what's this little thingy? And I thought it was really silly when I had first seen them, but oh my God. Now I'm like, how did I get on without this for a card maker? I will be honest. For a card maker, they come in really handy. And also, if you use a lot of United Market products, like the laser cuts, and you're somebody that likes to ink, then yes, came in very handy. Um, I think I messed that up. Did I mess that up? I need to cut this a little bit off the side. So I wish this trimmer just went like just another inch. Just another inch. Okay. There we go. Nope. Still not happy with that. This is where Gina's OCD kicks in. Okay. Somebody yell, put down the trimmer. Put it down. I'm going to hold on to this because it could be one of our pieces that are up at the top. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about for the mat so far. And then, so the sketch had like 3 pieces coming down on the top and the top left, and then 3 pieces coming from up on the top right. In the center was a circle with a sentiment. Obviously, I'm going to put my picture in the center with that. Um, okay, so I want that there. I need to decide about how big we're going to make these pieces. Um, so that is like, I don't know, I can't do the math, a little more than 1.25 inches. I'm going to cut a little bit off of that and then match my other pieces to that. And I think on the sketch, if I remember correctly, I did leave each piece cut straight across. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to do I don't know what it's called when it's like the little flag point at the end. I'm trying to get there's like a rough edge on this that I'm trying to get off. Okay. So there is one. I can cut the edges off of this. Yeah, this will work. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go this way. Just trying to, I held on to this even though I had, you know what? I wonder if maybe we did like the double thing there, and I inked it with different colors. That might look kind of cool. I might just save that. Let's see. All right, so let me cut another piece from this. Somehow I ended up with like 3 pieces of this, so let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. So this one will go down here. I'm just going to set that aside for a minute. Now I got to get the big trimmer out. Guys, it's so quiet right now. I'm going to take another sip of coffee. Only 2 out of my 3 children are home. Perfect. I've got a scrap of this right here. So some of this. I'm just really guessing the size right now, I'm being honest. It's too early in the day and not enough coffee to get hung up with measurements. Okay, so that and one for the top. And then I wanted to, this has nothing to do with anything. This is supposed to look like I guess like a dress pattern, but I love the colors of the purple and the turquoise. I don't know if you guys can see that. I feel like on the screen it looks a little pinkish, but it's more purple. This is the back side of it, like a chandelier. So yeah, I really just want to use some of this. And on the bottom it says the most beautiful glow. Oh, comes from the heart of happiness and self acceptance. I think I read that one before. Um, all right, so cut this and totally guesstimating right now. Not doing the measurements. Okay. Moving along. So little by little, I've started collecting 49 Market inks. Collecting, right? Because did I need more inks? No. The answer is no. No, I did not. All right. So here's our first pile up. I just think against this brick wall or wood wall, whatever it is, there's like so many planks and then planks, it looks like. So I think I'm gonna cut the edges. But please feel free to weigh in. Now I'm thinking this might be too much. Never enough ink. Never enough ink. So true. It's ridiculous. Oh, did I show you guys my swatch book? I know I show this every time. I'm so excited. This is like one of those projects that I have been trying to get done forever. Um, I've this is like five and a half, like 8.5 binder. So you can take an 8.5 piece of cardstock and cut it in half. So I started this swatch book. So I made these sheets, and I apologize because I knew I did share this last week, and I've been meaning to upload the files. I checked with Michelle, and she said that I could upload the files. So I made these files like this for 8.5 by 11 white cardstock, and you just cut it in half, and then it fits. This is, like I said, 5.5 by 8.5 binder. So you cut it in half, and then I just drop the pages in. I must tell you, it is so extremely satisfying to swatch inks and so relaxing. So I have it in there for 49 in Market, Simon Hurley Stellar Inks, Catherine Pooler. Yeah, so this is a problem. This is a problem because why? Why do I need so many greens and blues and purples and browns? Um, I do also have the charts for distress ink and distress oxides, but I just haven't gotten to that yet. I just finished my Catherine Poolers, I think Thursday night. Um, but now here's another problem. These holes, oh gosh, I'm like, do I have to fill them in? No, of course I don't have to fill them in, but I'm probably gonna try. I mean, I'm not a quitter. Mama third grade's no quitter. What stamp did you use? Oh, it's from Vicky Boot. Give me a second. I'll tell you which one. I actually like grabbed all of hers because she has a lot of splotches and just found the one that fit best. It's a splotch from Print Shop. That one right there. Just a splatter. I was trying to find something that was solid. I had this one too, but that one was a little bit big. Like Picket Fence made a stamp set that was for swatching. Michelle had one I can't remember who it was from. I want to say Waffle Flower, but I don't know if that's right. She recently in a sale had what do you call it? A set for swatching. Just a solid stamp works best. All right, let me cut this off because otherwise I'm gonna just end up knocking it off. All right, so yeah, of course. It was fun. That's one of my goals is to get that done over spring break. Okay. So now that's the basics with my paper. Now, All right, let's look at some board pieces. I think there's some hearts in here that I think might be fun. And then we're gonna have to decide like which colors we're gonna make. All right, so let me grab some hearts. See, I know you guys, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's let me dump these in my tray. They have designs on them, so I'll show you guys when we get pretty cool. I'm gonna grab some hearts. I think that'll be cool. Oh, there's like a little banner thing too. Oh, that's a ruler. That's kind of cool. All right. Try some hearts. And maybe I'll do them a couple of different colors. There's a small one. Yeah, it shows on the back. There's 4 hearts. Nope, 5 hearts. Okay, so I should be able to find. Oh, here we go. That's what I wanted. But I need one more because I can't be an even amount. And it says there's 5 in the package. These circles are kind of cool too. I don't know, friends. Do we like the hearts with this photo? Give me your thoughts. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. That could change at any minute. Okay. Now, so these are rub-ons, and I think I want to work in some of this lattice behind the photo. So let's do that. How's everybody doing? It's very quiet out there. Chris, is Mama Cook watching with you? If she is, tell her I said hello. Yeah, it's like a lattice. You see that? That's cool. I like that. So just a few little pieces, I think. I think I'm going to cut this with the paper trimmer. Because, art teacher that can't cut a straight line. That's me. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut it in half. Then what I'm going to do is, so I don't have like a string edge, I'm going to cut some of it off. I know you probably can't really see it right now, but when I ink it, we'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. I know right now, like I said, probably looks like nothing, but I just want to not have like a perfect straight edge. And I think, yeah, I kind of don't want to waste this because it's really cool. So I'm gonna cut that. Okay. So that, we'll do that under there. And do it a little bit bigger over here. And this thing, I'm just making it so that it's not like going straight down, just to give it a little bit more interest. Again, when I ink, we'll see what I'm going to do the same thing across the bottom on here. Probably might be able to, yeah, that's good. Okay, so it's going to go there. We have our pieces up here. Hearts look good. Mama cooks at farmer's market. It's a beautiful day for it. Beautiful day. All right, so then we might end up putting some of those hearts on the top. See what happens with that. I have to decide on colors. Okay, we got to ink everything. We're getting there. We're getting there. And then most likely we'll sneak in maybe some of the frames or the laser cuts, but I want to ink. So, all right, let's put this stuff down. I'm gonna peel this off. I'm gonna try and peel this off. Okay. Yeah, word of advice. Make sure you're like ready to stick when you stick, because there's no peeling that up without losing it. I speak from experience. I accidentally dropped a rub-on the page, like not where I wanted it, and I'm like, well, now it's gonna stay there. Okay, so let me just grab my bone folder. I'm gonna move me and Miss Mean Mug aside for a second. So these probably give the coolest effect when they are on white paper, because you don't see them until you ink them. But for something like this, it gives a cool effect also because it's a very busy background with lots of colors, but because these are white, you can see them. So for this, I think I'm actually going to leave these white because I like how that looks. Whoops. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that. And then we'll do these hearts. So I'm just going to move this stuff aside so I can do some heart inking and you guys can see the irresistibility. Definitely adding some of this white stellar paste, my new obsession. All right, so for the hearts, I gotta be honest with you. I know this was one of the colors that they said matched with this set. I mean, I guess it does. It's not really my favorite purple though. So I might just do like the purples, the purple and the two blues. I think so. I need my little baby handle. Look at that cute little baby handle. Okay. So you guys ready to see some inking magic? This is pretty cool. No, why would I have a piece of scrap paper handy? All right, we'll just get the desk dirty. No biggie. Okay, so this is sangria. And see, I mean, you can do it lighter or darker. But isn't that cool? So now you like see the white line. The big ones. And no, should we do one big purple and then these two blue? We'll do two dark blue and a light blue. Yeah, that's fine. So this one's got some writing and designs on it. Probably better to hold it with something else because you can see my finger lifting the ink off because these are water reactive. We'll do that in a second. So those two are sangria. Let's get, oh, of course. Okay. I lost my pouch. Literally right in front of me. Velcro. and some mini domes. I can't believe I'm out of the big domes. It's like, what? All right. You guys bored yet? It's a little quiet today. A little quiet. It's all right, though. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Oh, guys. Okay, listen to this. So, I don't know if this is most of my New Jersey friends that are on, but my husband works in Rockland County, New York, and he passes the Rockland Bakery every day. And okay, one of the things that I missed most when I moved to New Jersey from Long Island was like the New York bakeries. And there's like really no, at least not where I am in Vernon, which is up in Sussex, New Jersey. There's like no good Italian bakeries, like authentic Italian bakeries. Rockland Bakery, oh my gosh, it's like one of the best bakeries ever. So that's who provides like a lot of the rolls and pastries and stuff for a lot of the places my husband's worked at. And my husband absolutely loves rainbow cookies, which as do I. My father, born and raised Brooklyn kid, loves cannolis, or as he says, cannoli. And like, same thing. Can't get a good cannoli in New Jersey. So yesterday, on the way home from work, my husband went to Rockland Bakery. He spent $80. Oh my gosh. He got bagels. He got cannolis for my dad. He got rainbow cookies. We got my mom's favorite, which are Linzer tarts, and I love Linzer tarts. And I will tell you, or Linzer cookies, whatever they are, I will tell you, never in my life have I had a Linzer cookie like this. Sweet baby Jesus. I said to my husband, I'm like, what is this? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, the cookie part is like, it's almost like cookie part was like almost like a pinoli cookie, like that chewy, almondy deliciousness. And I'm like, I've never had a Windsor cookie that tasted like this. And my husband was like, yeah, that's the real way. That's how they're supposed to taste. And I'm like, wow, I have not lived life. So yeah, I cannot wait to surprise my mom with those tomorrow. Tranquil Waters might be one of my new favorite colors. It's got that bluish turquoisey color that I love. It's a nice compliment with this. This one is frosty, and then the one that's a little bit darker is Tranquil Waters. Yeah, these colors are gorgeous. We're gonna do a little water splatter too. I should get pigment on there. And I'm gonna ink around this with Tranquil Waters. I miss my my Lily, my crazy girl. She spent the night at my mom's last night. It was so quiet around here. I had a very nice date night with Miss. We went for sushi. We came home and watched Abbott Elementary, which is like our favorite show that we watched together. And then we watched an episode of Schitt's Creek. So it was a good night. Good night with the boy. Looking for my sprayer. I'm just gonna grab a paper towel. We're gonna spray these a little bit, get a little more visual interest. I'm gonna try and get more of a splatter. Oh wow, that's awesome. Look at that. That kind of changes the whole look. Isn't that cool? Oh gosh, look at that. Woo! Okay. I think that looks awesome. So those are Irresistibles and 40-minute Market inks. And you guys can see how I like splattered the water with a paper towel. So I'm going to set those aside to dry. I love the way those came out. And then Nope, that is not dry. Let's get my layout back and see what we're going to do next. Okay, I remove these. I want to do some. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take. This is white stellar paste, but I think. I think we might have a little bit of inking. Let's see what happens with me. I'm going to get Tranquil Waters. Do a little bit, just a little bit over that. So normally what you would do with the iris is you ink over it. Yeah, see how now down there you can see it where like you really couldn't see it before. Okay, so we're going to ink over this. And now I'm going to take a paper towel and you buff it. So basically now I'm just like getting the ink off of the irresistible part. Candy, hello, friend. I'm in my morning chores. Give me the thumbs up to help the algorithm. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, my friend. It's good to see you. I hope you have an awesome day. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's grunge it up a little bit. I have a feeling, two things. One, that I'm definitely going to go over an hour. So if you have to leave, I will not be offended. I know nobody wants to sit around all day and watch me scrapbook. That's number one. Number two is I have a feeling I'm going to put this lattice on this page again because now with this ink color, I better order the re-inker. I rarely get re-inkers, but I think I'm going to need it for this. Yeah, that looks really cool. Okay, so let's do. Yep, I'm doing it. I'm going to cut the edge. So this is what I was doing before. See how that edge is now kind of all like junkety over here? Otherwise, it would have just been a straight edge like this. So just to make it look a little bit more interesting, I'm just cutting some of them off, so it's not like a perfect straight edge. You know what I'm saying? Give it some visual interest. I should remind my son that there's sushi in the refrigerator. We did not finish our dinner last night, and then he's like, and I'm like, all right. I mean, I'm not going to say no to ice cream, right? And, you know, he's 16, so, like, how much longer is he really going to want to hang out with me? So I figured I better take advantage of this while all right, let's figure out some spacing here. So, yeah, Fred also got bagels from the Rockland Bakery, and he said he would make breakfast sandwiches after the live. So I'm pretty excited for that. Let's figure this out. Underneath. And can I get like a just what do you guys think about doing the flag ends instead of leaving straight? Or actually, you know what I think I'll do? I'll rip them. What do you guys think? Weigh in. I need another little piece of this because now I'm loving this stuff. So, yeah, I'm just going to take that. I think ripping it and inking it probably best, but I'll take any suggestions or any thoughts. Oh, yeah. See, my husband knows what time it is. He's probably at the clock like, oh, that line's going to be over soon. Is she going to be hungry? Yes, I am. Okay. So this will go here. Yep, definitely see. Also, I'm not sure which way music goes no idea. Really don't. I also got to make sure that the stacks are the same size, or, I'll lose my mind. All right. Let's see. Where's my photo? Don't want the picture to touch the strips. Uh, see if we can make that happen. All right. I'm going to stick this down. Oh boy. The disaster is taking over. You know what happens at some point or another. Okay. And then we'll get it up here. What's everybody doing for Easter if you're celebrating? Anybody have any fun traditions? My kids are 16 and 13, and my mom is still hiding Easter eggs and making Easter baskets for them. And I'm like, where's my Easter basket? My mom, oh my God, my mom used to make the best Easter baskets ever. Never candy. She never, ever, ever put candy in her Easter baskets. It was like everything but candy. She would put like, oh gosh, jewelry and makeup and new underwear, socks, all kinds of goodies. Okay. I like the way that looks. All right. So we'll get that one. Making some of the blanks darker than others. And then I'm just buffing it off the irresistible. And then I'm going to come down here. Same thing. And then I'm going to buff it with my tool. And then get some different tones in our ink. Again, another good reason that this paper is so thick. Do that, and I have to worry about the integrity of the paper, which is kind of nice. Okay, so let's get going with these. I think that's going to be my ink go-to. Originally, my plan was purple, but I'm going to stick with tranquil water because I love the way this looks. All right. Grunging these up a little bit. I had some tearing fun with the students recently. I swear sometimes these kids like need permission to go a little nuts. We were working on a Northern Lights project, which is like one of those really, really simple things that comes out amazingly cool. So I give them white paper, and then there's it's like a long narrow piece, and then I tell them rip the paper, and then once you rip across the paper, kind of making it look like mountains or peaks and valleys, You put the paper down and then you color chalk pastel and just push it up with your finger on black paper, and it looks so cool. Like, it really looks like the Northern Lights. But, like, these kids' faces when I was like, "Okay, so we're gonna take this paper and we're gonna rip it in half." They looked at me like I was out of my mind. I mean, they look at me like that most of the time anyway, so I'm kinda used to it, but I was like, "Come on, you can do it," and so many of them were like, "I can't do it. You have to help me." And I'm like, "No, it's just paper. You can rip it." Okay. Now I'm gonna, sit here and ponder which way these are gonna go, and I think on the sketch they were just stacked like that, so maybe I'll stop trying to be fancy, and we'll just do that. Okay. And then where'd my other 3 pieces go? Oh god, this is embarrassing. Oh, I found them, don't worry. Okay. Rip, rip, and rip. Uh-oh. I'm sure you can hear that. Somebody must be walking down the street. How dare they? Okay. Oh, let me try that again. Right about there. That line. Okay. We're almost there. Sorry if you're bored. Let me try ink it all. Gotta ink around the edges too. These colors are definitely speaking to my soul. There's that. And this is the last one. Okay. So, of course, this is gonna work for me. These plain ones. We're gonna do something with that. I need the edges of my photo. Thank you for the thumbs up, my friends. Please subscribe if you have not done so already. One of these days I'll work on building my YouTube up a little better. Okay. I want to get the ribbons. After I rub my eye for a second. Oh my god, I have so many piles of stuff. Where are the ribbons? That's another thing. Like I told you, like these colors. Gosh, these ribbons are so cool. Look at these. Um, I want to put a little something on here, just like imagery, because there's so much pattern, so many patterns. Right? The lattice, the music, the actual pattern, the wood planks. So I want to put some imagery, which I think is either going to be flowers or feathers. But I think I'm going to go with these flowers. So yeah, I think that will work. That will definitely work. Just take these two right here because it ties in the wood stuff. It gives us flowers, and then put the I can put the laser cut flowers around the photo, and that'll tie it all in. Oh, that is connected. Okay. Okay. So if I put, yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll put this on the outside like that, so that I can put um, one of these there. So let me get my glue. Let's start gluing. We're getting there. Making progress, right? Thank you for those of you that have stuck with me. We'll get there. I'm just going to turn this. And then do this down. Oh, it is like a big old mess up in here. That is okay. All right. I just want to get like one cluster made so that I can repeat it with the other. Whoops. I need my block. And we'll get this one. And then we're going to do some rub-ons on this one. That will go like that. Okay. That works. Okay. Just give that a second to set. And these are the ones we got. So, you know what? I think I'm going to do that like right over them like that. So it goes right over the one next to it. I like that idea. That will look cool. Now, these pieces would be good for the irresistibles also. White and then, you know, inking it. Oh my God, did I make this crooked? Yeah, it's not moving now. See what I mean? That's it. When it's down, it's down. It ain't going nowhere. I don't know if I put these flowers upside down or not. I'm like the worst. I'm not a flower person. I'm not a gardener. I say I want to be, but it never happens. Every year I'm like, Lily, let's do the garden because like years ago my husband made like a little fence around it and just like never followed through. And my daughter really wants to garden bad. I don't know anything about it. I wonder if I can chat GPT that. Right? Probably. Guys, I'm like working on something for my job that's called a doc log. Chris is probably sick of hearing me carry on about this. But it's the first time I'm ever doing it, and it's basically like proof that you're doing your job. That's like the best way I can describe it. Although in my school, my night school, they call it evidence. Okay, we call it evidence. So this is gonna sound so weird, but like I'm actually having fun with it. I know, crazy, right? It's like I'm laying it out. I feel like I'm laying out a magazine of everything I do. That's what it feels like. It's kind of fun. All right, cool. I'm gonna glue this down to match up. Don't glue them together, Gina. Don't go together. That also looks a little crooked. Okay. So that one's going there. This one's going here. I'm going to glue this one down right now while I put the rub on the other one. All right, where's my block for that? We're getting there, folks. Almost there. I'm gonna do this down, and then I'll put the rub on over it. Oh, I know what I forgot. I wanted to do the white before I put these down, and I forgot. That's right. I can fix that. So I'm going to take some of the white paste. Actually, let's take the cap. And then I'm just going to do this just to add some like weathering to it. And then this will dry quick, which is nice. And I just kind of like buff it with my finger, however light or dark I want it. And then when this is dry too, I can ink over this. Okay. All right. There's that. Pretty cool. I like that. I like this stuff a lot. I'll do a little bit over here. It feels a little weird on your finger, not gonna lie. Whoops. It's okay, let's just go with it, right? Oh, I don't like that smudge right there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. There's that. Look at my fingers. All right. Oh boy, noise going on upstairs. I'm gonna get my again. We are like at the hour mark, so yes, go. I'm gonna keep working on this. I think the last thing we just need is some laser cut and ephemera pieces on this. Oh my gosh, her face kills me in this picture. It's hilarious. That child. Okay, I just want that to glue down. Okay, and then our title is going up here. Oh, gotta do the. That's what we forgot down here. Thought that looked empty. All right. I'm gonna put that like that. See, I need like balance. And this is so bold white, so that smearing that white makes me feel like it's overbalanced because that's not the only white thing glaringly on the page. Okay, there we go. And this fits right in there. Go right there. Okay, so that's the basics, right? That's pretty much done, but you know I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add all kinds of die cuts, laser cuts. This collection has a lot of frames and stuff, so I might cut some and tuck them around and then add some flowers to it, but the basis is done. Maybe a little journaling. I don't know. I would say a journaling card, but like I don't even know what to say about this because I don't even know exactly when it was. Like I said, she was probably 4, maybe 5. Um, and we were obviously in the car, but my guess is oh, the hearts too. Let me lay the hearts down so you guys can see those. Sorry, I forgot about those. Um, it was probably, she used to go to preschool, and we used to drop my son off at, I don't know, he was in like second, third grade. So we used to drop him off and then go to her school, but there was like a half hour and there was like not enough time to go home. So we used to just hang out in the parking lot and be silly. There's our hearts. I forgot about that. Oh, thank you guys. And then, like I said, we need um, the lasers, and probably we'll add some frames. I can do um, more irresistibles, but I don't think I'm going to do that because there's so many good lasers, and I wanted to get some of the flowers in. See, we've got these flowers. Oh my god, they're so pretty. And there's some of that lattice mask. I mean, the mask might be fun. I might be able to work the mask in with the flowers since she has the what do you call it? The glasses on. That might be cute. But yeah, let's start doing something like that. And then some smaller ones. Oh my gosh, look at this purple one. These are amazing. Maybe around here with the hearts, perhaps. These colors, like, seriously, they light up my soul. Oh, I like that. I like the hearts and the flowers together. Over. You guys think of that? Put it here. Let's see what we got. Oh wow, there's even like little tiny leaves. Look at that. Oh my heavens. Something like that. And then I'll splatter for sure. Okay. I'm not sure about if I don't know. I don't think I need to put anything else there. But see how that works out. Usually we'll leave something like to put a date on. So this has all these cool frames too. So just a little something to go around the part, and then maybe above the title. Let's see. I don't want more wood. I have enough wood on here. Whoops, I dropped something. Let's see what else we have for frames. Yeah, there is like a white. That's what hold on, I need my tray so I can do it. I can't go through the. All right, let's see. We'll go a few more minutes. Did I use the white frames already? Putting this down. That one is too. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I want something a little bit bigger though. I might have used it. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Remember? I like that. Memories. Memories. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Don't want a bingo card. No, this frame is the same size. Oh, this has got a little heart on it. I like that. That's fun. Okay, so I usually just add something like this just to have a date. So maybe we'll do that. We'll put the date on there. That's all going to have to be inked, of course. Of course. All right, so which way do I want to go with this? Yep, I think I want to do that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Arlene. Lisa. Oh, Candy. You're so cute. Yeah, there we go. I like that. And now I need something darker. Go behind that. Let's see what we got in here. There's tickets, but they're like light. I'm looking for a darker one. Oh, that doesn't belong in there. That's weird. Where did that come from? Oh, I know. I was cleaning up at a crop. I probably shoved it in there by accident. It's kind of cool. Nope, too much. Nope, too much. I'm looking for something that is a little more solid. This, really a lot smaller, but we can always cut that. But let me check the other stuff first. Okay. So this is what I was kind of looking for. I don't want to do like washi, or I want some dimension to it. I have an idea. Let's do another irresistible, because there's like tickets and stuff in here, and do that color that I want. We'll do the tranquil. What is it called? Tranquil water. Just one of the tickets, and we'll do that. Oh my gosh! Look, there's this. I can cut that. Or there's an actual ticket. Those are a little big. So I'm going to cut a piece off of this. I really want. The whole thing is too big, so let me cut that off. Down there, and we'll ink this. See, I didn't even like dip back into my ink. Okay. Give that a splatter, because why not? I promise we're almost done, but you don't have to stay. Oh, chop my lip up before. Oh, I love that. That was really cool. Okay. Should I have been purple? What do you guys think? Yeah, that probably should have been purple, shouldn't it have? I think I might have to cut that. I think I made it too big. So that will all cluster right there. Need like a little something on there, but we'll take care of that. I'm also going to splatter. So there's that. I feel like I got to put just a little something over here. Let's try. Let's try this. I'm not going to get too crazy, but I've got a thought. Oh my god, I love the way the water reacts on these irresistibles. Okay. Tuck this one back here, and I just need a flower cluster as soon as I figure out where the heck my, oh, here we go. Here we go. The stuff is everywhere now. The flower. Okay. I kind of want to put a mask in here too. Is that weird? All right, so that's going to go. And then, of course, I'm going to get my sprinkly bits in there. So I'll splatter white. I'll cover my photo. I'll splatter white. And then I'll put some sprinkly bits. Because I have like these lavender ones. So I'll probably put a few around here and a few around here. And then mask. That's the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these masks. Oh gosh, I won't say that a million times fast. Masks. Oh, that's so cute. There's high-heeled shoes and a purse too. I wonder if I can do that like accessories or because she's got the sunglasses. No, let's try the mask. Um, I like this one. Okay. Oops. Okay. Put. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Can somebody weigh in on the mask and tell me what they think? Not sure. Not sure about that. Actually, maybe if I pop it up like that, that might work. All right. So that's about it. I got to trim up my strips, glue everything down, and then, like I said, splatter and sprinkly bits. So I'm going to end now because it's been like an hour and 20 minutes. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and staying on. I will definitely post the layout by tomorrow in my little scrapbook store. I'll post it actually on the sketch in the photo in the comments of the sketch April sketch photo because that is where I got the inspiration for this layout. So, my friends, if you're celebrating Easter tomorrow, have a beautiful, happy, blessed Easter. And anybody that's on spring break, enjoy. I hope you do lots of crafting, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Bye, guys.